up in the area, and there's a lot of new guys in the groups and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd run over some basic things you need as a new pressure washer. Yeah, fair enough. You need the gear, which is fine. A pressure washer. Go down and buy yourself a $600 pressure washer. Buy yourself a little 12-inch attachment surface cleaner for $150. You can get started under $1,000. That's fine. The main thing that you want is to set up your bank accounts right. Because this is what I learned over the last 3 years. This is what I started at the front of my business, because I started part-time. I was still running my painting company as well as doing pressure washing on the side, just to get the feel for it. So the three main bank accounts you need is your main bank account. You need a gear bank account. You need your tax bank account, and you need your marketing bank account. So there's 4 bank accounts that you need. You probably only need them at the start of your business. That way you can designate your money to certain areas, and then you don't scrimp and save, especially if you're part-time. And hey Lee, here you go. If you're part-time and that money is a side gig, treat it as a side gig. Don't touch that money, but you need to build your business. That's why you need the extra bank accounts. So your main bank account, you set it up with whoever you're banking with, and you can put 2 bank accounts off the side of that, which is one for your marketing and one for your gear. All right. So your gear, 5% of every job goes to gear. At the start, that probably won't be enough, but you can always tap into your main bank account, which is 50% of your money, which your main bank account you're using for chlorine, soaps, and that's your income. Okay. So if you want to buy more gear, you're going to have to take it out of your main bank account. You can always increase that budget. It's just up to you. Okay. So your marketing bank account, I would put 15% in your marketing bank account. And then that bank account has to be spent on marketing. Nothing else, not tax, not anything else. It has to be spent on marketing. That will drive you to get more leads. Hey Helen, how you going? And then the fourth bank account, which is most important bank account, which is your tax bank account, which is 30%. You'll have to check with your laws and your local area whether you need to put 40% in there. But if you're spending 20% of your income on gear and marketing, that's going to be a tax deduction. So 30% will nearly cover your tax bill, because you'll be able to claim your gear and be able to claim your marketing. So 30% is right on the edge where you probably won't have extra money, but it just depends on what you're buying. For the first year or first 2 years, you're probably going to make a loss on your business because you keep expanding all the time. But if you don't use that tax account, then you can use it for other things. But I'm 3 years into my business. My 5% bank account hits somewhere around 20,000 a year. I'm only doing maintenance to my truck now, so that's like $5,000 a year in maintenance, which is new hoses, cutting out hose clamps, putting new hoses on my chemical areas and all that type of stuff. So it's about $5,000 a year. The other 15,000, that's a holiday. So you can use it on whatever you want, or you can use it as a fuck you money and just go out and buy a new 8-gallon every single year, because you got the money sitting in that bank account just for gear. So let's recap. So your first bank account is your main bank account, which is 50% of your money. All right, so you got to buy chemicals out of that, soap out of that, and then that's your wages. I don't want to get caught up and say, hey, you need another bank account for chemicals and all that type of stuff. Just take it out of your main bank account. Your second one is your tax bank account, which is set up with another bank, so you can't touch that money. You don't want a card on that. You don't want a card on that. You just want to have that with another one. So you just transfer that out. Every time you get paid, you just transfer that out and it disappears. Yeah. Happy birthday, Violet. Anyway, and then, so that's your tax bank account. So you got 20% left of your money. So 15% goes into your marketing bank account and 5% goes into your gear. So that's the best way to set up a new pressure washing business. That way you designate bank accounts to spend money on certain items so you can move the needle. Because if you don't move the needle, what's the point of starting? At the start, you can use that main bank account to load up your other ones and put more on marketing. You could double your marketing budget, you could double your gear budget, and you can just have 10% on the side. You always got to remember, if it's a side hustle, you still got to take a little bit out of it to enjoy your money. Otherwise, you'll lose interest in what you're doing. Hey Nathan, how you going? So that's my thoughts, and that's what I did. Like, when I first started pressure washing, my goal was to hit 20,000 a month. So I said to myself, well, if I'm going to hit 20,000, I need to be spending 3,000 a month in marketing, and that's what I allocated to spend, regardless if I made a wage or not. That's what I spent in marketing. And then we hit those milestones within a month, because we just kept spending that $3,000 a month in marketing, and we kept hitting our milestones. And you might think that's a lot of money. That's $100 a day, and we were making $800 to $900 out of that $100 in marketing, because we were spending it in the right areas. So I just put this out here. I thought it would help somebody that's new, that's unsure of what to do. They still got it as the side hustle, which is fine. Just remember to put the money in allocated bank accounts. That way you can go, right, I don't need to worry about that one, because I can spend everything in here on gear, because that's my designated bank account. So hope that helps somebody, and I'll catch you later.